For Best Music Coach, my name is Dan, and you are watching a music teacher's reaction live and in real time to Persona Strikers or Persona Scramble Part 2. I've never heard this music before. I've never played this game before in my life. No prior knowledge, no preparation, other than I did listen to Persona 4 Golden, I did listen to Persona 3, and I did listen to Persona 5 normal style. So, we may see some things that are between those two that I may recognize along the way. But we're going to go ahead and just get this thing started. So you don't have to wait around for your content to start. So you'll see the name of the track is up on the screen. We're going to rock and roll. If you want to learn about music theory and more about music theory, there's a list of the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. It's pinned in the chat. Let's rock this roll. This next one is called Tranquil Inn. Hey chat, we are live. Me like content. Thank you, Puddin'han. All right, so super duper cool. Something I want to point out, which is kind of an interesting thing that I put together before, but I just put together again now. Sometimes when you spend a lot of time with music, you find yourself putting things together a couple of times in your life because you kind of forget that you put them together. What's interesting is, okay, in this chord progression, we're in the key of B flat. Like we're hanging out in B flat, and it's going to E flat. And then basically at the end, to bring us back to 1, which is B flat, sometimes we're kind of hitting this E flat minor thing, like a minor 4, but sometimes also hitting what sort of sounded more like an A flat major. So an interesting connection there being, of course, that an E flat minor 7 and an A flat major are like, excuse me, a G flat major. Yeah, excuse me, I meant G flat major. But the G flat major, they're just one note different. It's only one note. Listen. How cool is that? Anywho, let's keep this thing going. And that's why it works either way. It's because you're basically giving someone the same information. You're just changing what the root note is, which is really cool. This next one is called Counterfeit Phantom. Oh! Ooh. Oh! That was so cool. I was looking at the time to see what ended. Yo, that was a sick jam. I saw someone in the chat be like, I wonder if Dan remembers it. I don't remember it. Might have heard it before. Don't recall. But hearing it that time was super fun. That was just a great, phenomenally fun, just grooving, jamming time. Also did see someone in the chat say, sounded like a D scale. Well, kinda, sorta. It was more of a flat minor. This next one is called, Last Surprise Scramble. I'll take the law of surprise. How's my Henry Cavill? Okay, here we go.
Run me through, hold on, think again, don't know what you're expecting, but you sure got that clue, how bad this will go, don't you know, no more, and as you look to the horizon, not the cloud, but the stormy weather's got you cold, seems like it took that out of nowhere, all around you, it's not quite what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for life. You're done then. But the time it takes you, your last yet I'm 2 steps ahead, yeah. So you step into my way, stand down. It's a trap, one step, and you're dead. Why just a equal second double, clear blue skies, but no lightning speculous reason. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your mind seems to dissolve. You never see it coming.
Oh, that was sick. Oh yeah, drummer. Okay, I was actually thinking about this morning. on my walk, I was hearing some music in my head. I forget what it was, but the drummer in my head was like going so hard on the ride cymbal. I'm like 2 and 4. Oh God, it's so good. Fantastic song. Absolutely loved it. Whoever said something about D scale in the last song was psychic, because turns out this key, the key of this song was actually in D minor. Tons of really cool stuff. One interesting thing to point out is this song uses, like a lot of minor songs, use this very typical combination of 3 chords with one added little sprinkle in there. So a lot of songs are in a minor key, especially in rock, use 1, 7, 6, and 7. We can think about it being flat 7 and flat 6 as well. 1 being a minor chord, 7 being a major, 6 being a major as well. For example, even in the same key, lay low, you got me on my knees, lay low, ba-doo-doo. I'm begging, darling, please lay low. So it's even using the same chords there. But what's cool here is in the chorus, it actually does not start on the D minor. It starts on the B flat. You come in, you come in. Jonathan, don't that surprise. Now, what's cool here is this added chord in here. So we go flat 6, flat 7. Oh, right here. It's kind of like we're doing. Okay, so there's 2 things this could be. It's either implying a 5 or using a 7 fully diminished to sort of imply like a 5 flat 9. Now, here's the thing. This is pretty advanced theory, but you can use fully diminished 7th chords starting on the raised 7th of a minor key to kind of turn you back around instead of actually hitting something with the root and hit the 5. Okay, that was a little advanced, but fun. In other words, you can think of it as before we talked about how that G flat major chord was 1 note different from that E flat minor chord. Sort of same thing here. We can think about the C sharp fully diminished 7th chord as being kind of like 1 note away from like a like an A7 sharp 5 flat 9 type of thing, because you have the flat 9 here is the B flat, you have the 3rd 7th, oh no, sorry, not sharp 5, regular 5, just flat 9. Anywho, this next one is called Freedom Buzz Dance, and for any of you who don't understand music theory, thank you for grooving with that. I will make things a little simpler as we go, but sometimes I like to point out something advanced. Okay, this next one is called Freedom Buzz Dance. It's like chordal harmony. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, come on, drummer, on that ride. So good. Oh, man. God bless whichever drummer figured that out first. Really. Whoa! Well, that was a super fun, groovy tune. So what really threw me at the beginning, and which is why also I almost got it like in the first segment, that didn't get all the way like till the end, and even then, 95% of the way there. Okay, it's because what was happening was like quartal, and I said I was gonna keep it simple, but here we go. Quartal harmony, not chordal, not chords like a chord, but quartal, like a quarter. So it means you're just stacking fourths on top of each other. So if any of you have got my nifty music theory book, you'll know what this means. You take a perfect fourth and you stack a perfect fourth on top of another perfect fourth on top of another perfect fourth. So basically you have a fourth, then you have another fourth, then you have another fourth, quartal harmony. Yeah, of course it wasn't all quartal harmony, but that was why I was like, oh, I instantly knew what it was, because it's such a distinctive color and sound and feeling. Just getting those quarts. And this next one is called Anti-Hero. Everyone sing it. How come every time you come around my London bridge, wanna go down like London, wanna go down like London, wanna go down, hey! Dexter Matsu, I see you. Everybody clap your hands now. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, you better drop that beat. Come on. All right, then I'll float it up. Then they gonna drop it. You know, this reminds me, I think this is a play on a song we heard earlier in the soundtrack. All right, cool. That was a super fun track. But look, guys, there was this one song in the last one that was in C minor as well, and it was like. Something like that. You guys remember what that was? I feel like that was related to that to a certain degree. The next one, perhaps there's a situation or a person or a hero or a foreshadowing or something. Yeah, the carnival one, I think. Yeah, perhaps that was it. All right, the next one is called "You Are Stronger," instrumental version. Okay, all right. Yo hablo español. ¿Qué pasa? It's not true. All right, super cool. And there's gonna be a little bit of a shift because we're gonna talk about the melody. So the melody is actually pretty interesting. Whatever it is. So, what's interesting about the melody of that particular part, which I think was done originally by the vocals by Lynn, but in this case it's being done by the guitar, it's actually starting on scale degree 2. So, you think about us really being in the key of B minor. Right, so starting on scale degree 2 is pretty interesting for a melody, and for any of you out there who want to write music or play music or improvise music, scale degree 2 is like your friend, man, because it's like not always the most obvious thing to do. So starting and ending on scale degree 2 can lend you an air of sophisticated mystery, if you will. Ending on the 2. Jazz musicians really talk about it as being the 9, but 9 is the same as 2 in music, really, unless you're talking about building a chord. And yeah, so pretty cool there. And I know for all you people who actually like are really well versed in music theory, I understand 9 is technically different from 2 because really it's an octave displacement between the two. But in common language, when people talk, they conflate the two all the time. So you're gonna hold me to a different standard than like literally everyone. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm calm now. I'm okay. This next one is called Rivers in the Desert. Man, it starts off like smoke on the water. I love this song, by the way. I have a confession to make. This is one of my favorite songs of all video game music.
It's now it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. If this is right, I just to fulfill my mission.
Interesting mix.
A river in a dry land. The land is in a lost land. A heartbeat for demon. Always used to change that. I'm giving the balance, but I'm finding on razor's edge now. More quick when my life is over. One strike just a pain, then I'm out of this field of vision. Don't ask, I'm ready, but I'm ready. Just strike them down now. I just
Interesting, because normally in the original song, the chords are very different here. It doesn't just hang out on G. Come on, chorus.
A river in a dry land. The land is in a lost land. When the hope of new beginnings burn my feet. Now we need it, a heartbeat for demon. Oasis in a siege land. Remind us what here from. Bring it in new life. Bring it in rivers in the desert.
Oh, so different. Oh, this is wild. And that's just nuts. So that's using a pitch shifter pedal on a guitar.
My heart is a furnace, have a selling my word of conflict. One does what keeps me going. Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear. Don't ask if I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. A river in a dry land. The land is in a lost land. When the hope of new beginnings
Yo, this is so different. I'm enjoying it, but honestly, not quite as much as the original. The original just has a special place in my heart. Yeah, Link, come on now. Yeah, guitar. Okay, so I said at the beginning, it's kind of like Smoke on the Water by Machine Head off the album Deep Purple. Now, here's why. Number 1, the key. Number 2, the arrangement. Number 3, the literal guitar riff. So check this out. So the way the guitar is playing is in an inverted power chord. So a chord that's typically used by guitar players is called a power chord, where you play the first and the fifth. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I just counted up 5 notes? You play 1 and 5 together at the same time. That's a power chord. Now, when you invert it, what you do is you take 1 and you're going to put it higher than 5. So right there, that type of power chord, which technically is making a fourth, so it's not really a power chord, but I like to call it an inverted power chord because like the intention behind it is kind of like a power chord, is exactly how Smoke on the Water starts. Literally the same idea. On top of that, in Smoke on the Water, what happens is the guitar starts off the whole thing. Yeah, we hear drums here, but the guitar is setting the scene. Yeah, the guitar cycles through the riff 2 times, just like Smoke on the Water, and then bass comes in with 8 notes. Hear that? If you listen to Smoke on the Water, it happens the exact same way. The guitar cycles through the riff 2 times, then the bass comes in, then the drums comes in. So slightly different there, but obviously, you know, this was done in like, what, 2020. Lord have mercy. Released 2022. Yeah, so it's like an updated way of doing it. This next one is called, okay, let me put a bow on that. It's really cool to see modern rock songs referencing the rock classics that defined and created the genre and paying homage to them, but then turning it into something that is just completely incredible in and of its own. This next one is called Counter Strike. Before we listen to it, hey, if you want to know more about music theory, there's a pinned comment, pinned chat in the chat. There's a pinned comment in the comments. The 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. If you want to know more about music theory, go check that out. The next one is called Counter Strike. Counter Strike. Get to the chopper. Oh, come on.
You've come a long way, but let me just say, faking is not enough. So, Counter Strike, and it always fighting for no. Being a device is not what you signed up for. Welcome back to your game show.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, come on, you've seen it all. Nothing more to say. Today's a new day, so won't you at least try? No. Counter-Strike, winning won't be easy for you though. Be honest, haven't you learned it the hard way? No. Welcome back to your magician. So many beautiful dreams inside you. Listen, you are the one who needs to care for them. Dream on now with your head in the clouds, left and right, up and down. Honestly, just break free. Maybe they're really the wonder. No more irony, time to listen to my heart. Oh, I'm ready to start. I have seen what is inside, no mistake through the night. Finally, I got it right. I'm here to satisfy. Bring it on, my Counter-Strike will burn down every project. I'll never forget to show my true colors. I'll never forget to question destiny. I will be more than a puppet. I'll never be just a doll. I can feel the rhythm. So give it. Yes, you are right. This is my fight. Counter-Strike, time to let the world beat.
All right, an absolutely sick song with tons of really, really fun things going on. Oh yeah, it always ends on the F. Okay, but look, the thing I really want to talk about here, which was really cool, is number one, that riff was pretty cool. Okay, but what was really cool is the way it kind of oscillated between really acting like it was in A minor and then really acting like it was D minor. This is something we've seen throughout the Persona series, including this Striker's original soundtrack, that oftentimes in songs we really have two keys in a song. To say that we're just tonicizing another key, tonicizing is when like you drive through the neighborhood of another key and you're saying like, oh yeah, it looks nice, but then we're going to go back home. It's not quite that. You're really going into a new key and treating everything very differently. Super cool to hear. This next one is called Fireworks. All right, that was fun. The next one called Jail in Abyss, which is a good way to keep someone in jail, I suppose. Oh, this is getting really interesting. Right there. Sick. So cool. Like, this is so weird, but so cool. Don't get me wrong. Okay. All right, so here's what's really interesting. What's really interesting, it was we start off with this little, I'll call it a lick. A lick is like a little melody. All right, here it is. For real. So we start off with that, which like makes a lot of sense. You hear it, it makes sense to you. Like, it doesn't sound weird or out of place. But then what happens is we start to get weird. Let's see. Give it a second. It's gonna come. Here it is. Starting to get weird. Weirder. And now. Okay, and then the melody changes to. Right. Which is like so different and more unsettling than the. That's like well-behaved, nice time. And then it changes to. You hear how much more friction and fight there is in that second version? So it's really interesting to hear how that melody really shifts and changes throughout the song, from this thing that sort of makes sense to this thing that it's, you hear that organ going up, it's like just hitting these like groups of notes, like are just like hitting groups of notes that don't really have, the point is to create like a texture and a feeling of something that is, well, weird and off and bizarre. So perhaps if you've played this game, you could explain to me what on earth is going on here, because it seems like there's elements of reality and elements of something that, well, just are not real or is not real, and maybe something that is, something evil possibly. All right, this next one is called The AI and Its Heart, which kind of sounds like a old Elvis tune. Stuff is just really off. Okay, it's pretty accurate. I'm just reading chat here. Sounds about right. Warped reality. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense for the song. All right, thank you, chat. Oh. All right, so I want to point out one really interesting tidbit of music theory here. Now, this is a level 2 or 3 music theory concept, but groove with me here, y'all. So what's cool here is it's like we're in F minor. Oh, so what happened there? What happened there is that when we went up, we went F minor, B flat minor, C minor, which is all, if you know how to harmonize a scale, that's all harmonized from the F minor scale. So we have 1, minor 4, minor 5, major 6, but then when we go back to 5, we borrow the 5 from F major, a C7. So when we went up, it was a C minor, or I played it as a C minor 7. But when we come back down from that D flat, we're actually hitting the major 5 borrowed from the key of F major, which then turns us back around to F minor. Okay. This next one is called Something Strange. What? Well, this is very strange. Okay, well that was very strange. It started off like one thing and I was like getting ready to figure out, and then it totally changed gears. That was wild. By the way, if you're wondering why people are super chatting and saying the names of soundtracks in the super chats, it's because that's the way everyone supports this channel, and the fun, good old times we have here is they super chat what they want to see me react to next, and then we have a whole poll, and then we upvote based on super chats what I react to next. So the reason why you're seeing this now is because someone voted for it with a super chat. And again, that's the super fun way we all support this channel and what we do here. So this next one is called Tower of Life, and we'll see how strange that gets. So, I could probably sit down and do like a 5-hour VOD breakdown just on the minor chord progressions that are used in Persona, because honestly, I don't think I've seen chord progressions. Like, I have not played every kind of music. I have not played music from every artist. I don't know every music artist. I don't think anyone does. But I have played quite a bit of music in quite a different styles from various artists in different situations, in jazz, musical theater, pop, rock, funk, blues. But these chord progressions are really interesting and honestly not something that I've seen all the time. And maybe that just it comes down to my lack of exposure to Japanese music, perhaps. But the way these songs are constructed is like so strong, man. And it's like, I love it so much. All right, this is going to be fun. This next one is called Rivers in the Desert, Scramble Instrumental. Let's do this thing. thought I was gonna do another verse. I'll do my best. I missed it. Sorry. I don't remember the melody for the bridge here. We're just gonna groove and listen to it. Sorry to everyone who I just butchered the melody for. It's not happening on the acoustic. Well, I had fun. Sorry for the mistakes. I've never played that before. I was doing it on the spot. Maybe I could have done a better job. It was what it was. I'm going to live with it. This is one it's called Demiurge I Exodus. Demiurge, perhaps. I'm guessing this is a boss fight. This has to be. I will be reading the super chats at the end. Thanks, Puddin' Hun. Oops. I just pinned that by accident. Hey, you guys know that moment when you're moderating a stream, you're also streaming at the same time, and someone is spamming so fast that when you go to click on it and you put hide user from channel, instead you hit the pin button? Yeah. Okay. That was fun. Okay. Now, where were we? Demiurge II. Negai-e? Oh, for the love of everything. Well, my chat is now frozen, so groove with me here. Oh, wow, this is hilarious. All right. So I don't have a way to change the chat right now. Mods, if you would, please. Okay. This next one is called, Oh, the AI and Its Heart, Another Version. And thank you to our awesome community moderators. Love you guys. All right, this next one is called Towards a Dream Piano Version. Let's rock this roll. Oops. Thanks, giant coffee mug. Beautiful. Okay, this next one is called Negai-e.
自分を忘れて後ろに続く足跡流されてただ歩いてきた誰かの言葉に縛られてたけれど本当の気持ち今でも胸にしまっている思い出そう今忘れかけたその夢私の心が示す明日へどうしてだろう思いを隠し
Butterfly Dreamer, that's pretty funny.
これから進む道すら私には見えない光が誰かの答えに身を委ねてたけど本当の気持ち打ち明け前を向いてみよう思い出そう今諦めてたその夢私が希望を持てるように迷った時辛い時心くじけそうにもなるんだけど負けずに信じよう私の自分だけの道は誰かの言葉に縛られてたけれど本当の気持ち抱きしめ私は歩き出す思い出そうさあ道を照らすその夢私を好きになれるよ
Whew. Well, guys, it's been a wild road. I think we just had our boss fight with all the adrenaline pumping thrills that it takes. This next one is called Towards a Dream. Oh! Oh, nice.
My earliest memory doesn't know who I used to be. I take a glance at the trail left behind. I trekked on and on, living a world of influence for what feels like eternity. I let their every word control me, but even now I hold those words of my own, sentiments hidden away within. It's time to recollect again the dreams I had almost forgotten, then step towards another day. My heart will guide the way. Never meant to be revealed. Emotions always kept concealed. Lost in my tracks, with no sign to pursue. Lingered in silence, not one single beat convulsed for what feels like eternity. I let their answers cradle me, but now I'm gonna disclose
Excellent. Well, don't y'all go anywhere because we have some extra bonus tracks to listen to. Hang on, we'll get those lined up for you in just 1 second. Now, while I do that, if you are a gamer or not a gamer and you want to learn more about music theory, there's a pinned chat in the chat, also pinned comment in the comments with the top 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. It's free. It's a free download for you. You can go ahead and click on that and get it for free. The next thing you can do is like get my music theory book, which would be really cool. But hey, start with the free stuff and we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and check out what we have here in terms of bonus tracks. If I can only but log into my Instagram to get my things. We have bonus tracks. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have bonus tracks. The tracks are bonus. Yes. We're going to listen to the bonus tracks. Okay, hang on, but we don't have the, where's Puddin' Huns? Puddin' Hun 11. Puddin' Hun, share your track. I'll play while we wait for it. All right, here we go. Bonus tracks. Oh no. Well, have you ever had it happen that you are on a YouTube page and then you click on a track on a YouTube page, on a link on a YouTube page, and then it takes you off of the YouTube screen? Oh, it's not working. What's the name of it? If we can just get this rocking on. Thank you all so much for your patience. I'm trying to give you a bonus track here. I really am. I'm trying to make this happen. Rivers in the Desert, Maito Mix. You got it. Here we go. Rivers in the Desert, Maito Remix. Okay, found it. Let's make sure our audio routing is good. Okay, looks like we're good to go. Here we go. Let's do this thing. All right, let's do this. Is this it, Puddin' Hun?
It's now or it's never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment.
Oh!
Is this a mirage or just to fulfill my mission? I'm giving a balance, but I'm landing on razor's edge now. Move quick, all my life is over. One strike just a pain, then I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike them down now. I just saw the new stars, there's no time for indecision. I'm living in a twilight, the last is in a lost head. When I hop on new beginnings, burn our feet. Now we need it, a heartbeat for demon. Oasis and ceaseless. Remind us we'll heal for, creating new life. Creating balance in the season.
Oh, this is sick.
My heart is a furnace, hard as sailing. My word of conflict, one goes what keeps me going. Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear. Don't ask when I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. When a cool drop of water.
Oh, this is awesome.
Gotta clear my head of anger and greed. A place to refresh heart and mind. Can I find some time? When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for demon. Always is in the sleeves.
All right, so that was super cool. Thank you so much to Puddin' on 11. Oh, for recommending that. That was super cool. Okay, so look, one of the really cool things was in the verse, were the chords from the chorus, how it normally is. So normally it goes, river in the dry land, legends in the streams. Right, so you basically are doing a G minor to an F major to what is essentially a C major over E, so a C in first inversion, then back to F. So it was really cool is to up the ante of the chords that were used. Those chords were already used in the verse, which means you have to do something even cooler for the chorus, because you always want the chorus to be like the really cool thing that everyone remembers a lot of. So in the verse here, we had G minor, to E flat to C over E, back to E flat, then to F, then back to G. Now it was really cool. Is in the chorus, it went rivers in the dry land, out to the seed land, when the thoughts of new beginning burned our feet. Now we need it. Really jazzy and complex chords, especially for it being like, sometimes you think for EDM, you wouldn't go that sort of, well, I mean, it wasn't EDM, it was like glitchy, but still really, really cool chords. And the difference between those first two chords almost sounds like a piece of classical music, because sure enough, classical composers use that type of movement a lot. I think I had that right. Might have just been purely diminished, not a diminished seventh in there. But really, really cool in any case. Now, were there any other super chats for anything else? Because I had to refresh my thing. I lost it. Chat, were there any other super chats for... No, doesn't look like it. All right, cool. Hey, let's read some super chats. Thank you all so much for watching. For those of you who are still here, if you want to learn more about music theory, there's a pinned chat in the chat with the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. It's a free download. Go check it out right now. Okay, here we go. Now I got to go to a different thing because all my super chat things notifications went away. So give me one moment. Okay, let's see. Okay, Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu says some bonus tracks for the end. The stream by Insta goes towards near. No, Pikachu, it's bonus tracks or it's near. Which is it? Pikachu, you want the bonus tracks or you want the near? Rubberman 202. There's another live request for reacting to Live a Live OST. Pikachu did the super chat. Pikachu decides. Live a Live OST. It's a very good variety of musical genres. Tied to the game takes place over various time periods. I'm sure you will love it. Pikachu says bonus tracks. All right, y'all. We're going to pause reading the super chats. For the select few that are still here, you're going to get a special treat. If you're watching this on demand, you're getting a super special treat if you've watched to the end. There's always good stuff at the end. You always got to watch the end. All right, Pikachu. I missed the super chat at the beginning. I was like not getting it. Thanks for your patience with me. Oh, here's another great remix. Okay. Persona 5 Dancing. Advanced soundtrack. Last Surprise. Taku Takahashi remix. Let's rock this roll. Thank you to Pikachu. Oh, this is sick. Pikachu has one more bonus coming up for y'all. Drop it now.
Got your game found out. Do it, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one step, and you're dead. Why just a piece of stick and I go with the sky? But now life is like your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears you cry as your last dream seems to desert. You never see it coming.
You got one synth just wilding out in your right ear? Oh, that was wild. This is a great remix, too. Love it.
Your next move's the right one for you. Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again, my friend? You'll never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for lies. You're done but time you say you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. I am always so fast on mine. You're standing, but that you didn't catch it.
That was super awesome and a ton of fun. Thank you, Pikachu. We have one more bonus from Pikachu. Persona 5, the animation opening 1, break in to break out.
You're striking me down with games and lies. I trusted you, but I found your only true friend is your desire for playing around. You're out of your mind, you've lost control. I'm gonna take back what's mine. You never had my soul. This time you have really stepped across the line. Lives in a palace full of tales and lies. We gotta stake it from it out. It's for the malice that you chose to hide.
I'm hearing it was a mollusk that you chose to hide.
Break out. Breaking in so we can break out. Breaking in so we can break out. Breaking in so we can break out. Breaking out.
You heard mullet? I heard mollusk.
Wish you to believe in anyone when I get you trick and thief. Less likely to have one up this sleeve. The game is on. We're playing the odds. This time it's done. Pretending to act like a fool. Still just a one. Who cares if it means we're living on the run? Lives in the palace, full of mirrors deceit. We've had to break it, get out, and go for madness, snapping at your feet. We've had to break it, to break out.
Yeah, Lane, come on now.
But that I might be honest and gentleman in some other life. 'Cause this one I swear, a hard nature can't forget what I've done. Can't forget why. Hoping I got it all right in this fight. Lives in the palace to steal your golden crown. It's just a break it, to break out. They cry the rallies, the weak and broken down. They're playing endless, let it out. Breaking in so we can break up, breaking in.
Oh, I love this.
So we can break up, breaking in so we can break up, breaking out.
Wow. Great call, Pikachu. That was awesome sauce. That was so cool. All right. Rubberman, thank you so much for your super chat. Puddin911 says, even though I no longer play the game, but the music is so good, adding Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links to the reaction list. Trust in the heart of the cards, Dan. Whatever you say, Puddin'. I played Pokemon cards when I was a kid, and then I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out, and I was like, oh, not another bunch of cards I gotta go buy. Not me. But that was just my experience. Majido 1000. Hey Majido. Majido says, I'm enjoying your reaction and detailed analysis of the music. Keep up the good work. Please add this for Danganronpa. You've got it, Majido. Golden Pig 64. Hey Golden Pig 64. Thank you very much for your generous super chat. Golden Pig says, haven't caught your streams in a while. You've really improved over time. Why, thank you, Golden Pig 64. I'd like this beefy lad to go towards Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky, one of the greatest story-based games with some of the greatest, most heart-wrenching music. Keep up the content. Thank you, Golden Pig 64. Lemon, thank you for your generous super chat. Lemon says, Nier Remake OST, please. This channel is gonna blow up big soon. I know. Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence there, Lemon. And thank you to everyone who's liked, subscribed, who's smashed that notification bell, and all the rest. I really appreciate your support because I could not do this without you, including you, Lemon, so thank you. Moors says, your videos fill my little autistic heart with glee. This is towards Toho 8. You've got it, Moors. Happy I could fill your heart with glee. Poking Mangoes says, eventually I picked a weird time to put this in the chat, but oh well. Putting this to get Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles onto the list. It's an underrated soundtrack that sticks to medieval style instruments. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Thank you, Poking Mangoes. Cyrant or C-Rant says, Astral Chain. Same studio that did Nier Automata and has a fun sci-fi soundtrack that has gent-inspired metal in its combat themes. Not gonna lie, I'm also trying to give it exposure. LOL. You've got it, Cyrant. Let's see. Shout out to Noah Urban, 4 months at Staunch Supporter. Thank you for your support. And Golden Pig, welcome to Staunch Supporter. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you to our mods. And for those of you who thought I was about to end, you're going to get a special treat that I only give people who watch the whole videos. Ooh. Always wait for the end, because there's going to be something for you. I'm inviting all of you here at the end, and only all of you here at the end, come hang out in my Discord server. I'm going to put an invite link in the chat right now. This is for y'all. Ooh. There we go. I just popped that in the chat. That's for y'all, because you made it all the way to the end of the video and you hung out with me. So thank you so much. That's my way of saying thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, Golden Pig, it should indeed. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And in the words of the poet, girl, you know that ain't no lie. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.